Salute to all the diehards. You already know what it is. I am Jarrell on IG and Twitter. This is Die Hard Giants Live. This is Week 10. Giants are going up against the Houston Texans, and we are up 14-3. Let's get some stats going on in here. Hold on real quick. As soon as I start the show, my guy Eru is on here. Hold on. Let me get him in. Hold on. Eru, how the hell are you, bro?
Chilling, man. I had to go get something to drink and wash that stuff out of my eyes, that Nick stuff that we was just watching. I had to wash that out of my
Yeah,
eyes.
man. I just started the show. Was just about to talk about the stats on the Giants, but just real quick, I was over there on Die Hard Knicks with Eru and just saw an abysmal loss by the New York Knicks to OKC. We rarely play that early or this early in on Sundays, so a lot of times it's not Knicks and the Giants aren't playing at the same time. But this time, I actually had the pleasure of watching both games, and both games was very, very frustrating to watch. At least the Giants are up now, though.
I don't know if you want to call it pleasure. That's masochism that we was going on right there.
Hold on, I got Steph in here too. Let me get Steph in here. Steph, how are you?
Hey, Steph.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm good. As good as I could be after that Nick game, but other than that,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I know that's what we were just talking about now. Like I'm psyched about the Giants. We just scored again. It's 14-3 against the Texans. But being a Knicks fan, and I was on Eru's show for the last like 5 or 6 minutes of the Knicks game. It was very, very frustrating to watch, man. We are in trouble. So I'm pretty sure that we are going to get a lot of Knicks talk in this show as well. It's not going to just be the Giants.
I don't know. I want to
I
get
mean,
that out.
offensively, we were fine. Defensively, we can't stop a snail.
Right. Offensively, we almost score 50 points in the first quarter, right? And we lose by 10 points. Make that make sense. Like, is our defense really that bad?
It is.
How can your defense be that bad for a team like OKC?
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I was concerned about OKC coming in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were seventh in offensive rating, defensive rating. Excuse me.
Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know they was top 10 in defense.
Hmm.
Top 10
Yeah,
in defense, and we almost scored 50 points in the first quarter.
but they're
Right.
just as bad as us. They're 6-7, and we're 6-7 too. So our records speak for themselves.
Yeah, but the difference between us and them is that our timeline is different from theirs.
Yeah, at least that's what we would like to believe.
Oh,
I think
oh.
it's very frustrating, man. Very frustrating watching these guys.
Very, 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 very frustrating. But it
You
is
know
what
that
it is with the Knicks, man. Like I don't know what to say. Like it's hard to talk about them. What can you say other than we suck? And like I said on your show, Eru, you can go down from the front office to coaching to the players. Everybody's at fault.
yeah.
Everybody. Like it's no like all the narratives that are coming out there with the Knicks. Everybody is right at this point of the
Right.
season.
Right. Right.
Like you
Right.
can't really have an argument anymore. Everybody is right.
Yeah.
Oh well. Salute to Kareem in the chat.
But the Giants are doing good.
Yeah, the Giants are doing good. Salute to Geraldine
So,
in the chat too. Let's
yeah,
do
salute Geraldine.
Yeah, let me see if I can get some the stats up real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Because we are up 17-3. For the most part, it was a pretty much defensive game. We're talking about like the Texans are one of the worst teams in the league. So if we lose this game, it's kind of alarming if we lose this game compared to all the teams that we played so far. Like the
Even
Texans,
Seattle.
yeah, because Seattle actually have like remember I told you before they have like two Pro Bowl caliber wide receivers on their team. Geno Smith isn't a like you could say that he's a below average quarterback, but he's still good enough to get them some wins if they play defense. And they have a rookie running back that now that pretty good with their running game. So yeah, Seattle's roster is better than probably ours and the Texans. Yeah, they've been losing pretty much because Geno Smith isn't really a above average quarterback. If they had a better quarterback, say if Russell Wilson was still there, yeah,
Right.
Seattle would probably be a problem going forward.
Who is Davis Mills? Talk about quarterback.
Salute, Grant. Salute.
Yeah, salute to Kareem, man. Geraldine, man, they chilling with us in the chat today. Uh, yeah, the offense on both sides has much been non-existent, except for like a couple big plays from Darius Slayton. Like we talk about the wide receivers and the weapons on this team so far, Darius Slayton has actually stepped up. Like he hasn't had that many catches, but the catches that he has caught, like he's made people miss, and they've been
Right.
like the last touchdown. I don't know how many yards it was, but it was a simple three, like maybe 4 or 5 yard hitch. That means he like went up 4 or 5 yards and came back to the ball, broken tackle, touchdown, like 50, 40 some yards. So those are the type of plays that we need to have in
Wow.
order for us to score. There's no marching down the field, if that makes sense.
It does.
All right, let me see if I can get the actual
Okay, I
scores
never
up here.
seen him or heard of him a day in my life. Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, yeah,
Who is that guy?
he was actually a rookie quarterback. I forgot what. Now you're testing me. I forgot what college he went to. That's bad of me. But he was a rookie last year. He's one of the rookie quarterbacks that nobody talked about because they had like Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson and the kid from Chicago, Justin Fields. But Davis Mills was, I think, drafted maybe in the third or fourth round, and he's actually, if you go by all the quarterbacks that was drafted last year, he was probably the one with the best season. It's kind of,
Wow.
and he has the least amount of weapons. That's why he has the job now, and they didn't draft a quarterback in this year's draft because nobody expected him to actually play this well. But he doesn't have any weapons on
He's
the outside either, so he's pretty much like another Daniel Jones.
okay.
And they have a nice rookie running back by the name of Pierce, number 31. He actually broke a long run on us earlier today, but he's pretty much been bottled up. But that's their best player on offense is a rookie running back, rookie from
Yeah,
Florida.
see, he got 44 yards today. 44-yard run.
Yep, he was bottled up until that run, but he's really really good. So the fact that the only reason they're not scoring points is because their line is so and they don't really have any good wide receivers except for like maybe Brandon Cooks, and that's about it. Like it's their weapons. They kind of mirror us on offense, if that makes sense. Like an above average quarterback that can move and is accurate. They have a Pro Bowl caliber running back who is Pierce right there, and the rest of it is just whatever. What I mean? They have to try to manufacture points just like we do. We have a better coaching staff. That's the big difference between this game and our team and their team, and we have a better defense.
There's a practice squad team here. Two practice squad teams going at each other.
Pretty much, especially on offense. Like other than Saquon Barkley, and I mean, I could put Darius Slayton in the conversation today. He's obviously been a weapon for us, but other than that, yeah, we have done absolutely nothing this game so far.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me,
Somebody just asked me for my number. I don't know who the hell this is on Instagram.
they
It's
ask you
like,
for your number on Instagram.
yeah, yeah, but they know people that I know, but they ask me what my number is. Like, who the hell is this?
Hold up.
It's
Be
weird.
careful now.
Go ahead, ask him. Who the hell is this? Hold on, let me get back to this. I changed all my little buttons up and didn't change it back. All right, here we go. Nice little scoreboard here now.
Look at that.
Texas just scored a touchdown. So
But you saw how they marched down the field.
yes, they
You
did
was
that.
talking about how bad they were as they was marching down.
See, they're just gonna make me out to be a bad analyst. Ain't this something? That's crazy. They damn sure marched all the way down the field with what I was talking about, right? So salute the Texans for shutting me up. It's gonna be 14-10. Yeah, man. That like
They did in the air too, because I mean the quarterback I think he had 40 yards, and now he has 160 out of nowhere.
yeah, man. Davis Mills is actually all right. It's just wide receivers like Nico Collins, number 12, that just scored. He was a rookie last year, I think. So yeah, he came in with him. So they have a young squad.
Yeah, my bad, 96. He has 96 yards, but he started this drive at 40 something.
All right.
Crazy.
You scroll down a little bit. Daniel Jones. See the one. See he's 10 for 13,
Wow.
160 yards, 2 touchdowns. The first touchdown was like a 9 yard quick touchdown in the red zone. Most of this is by Darius Slayton. We'll scroll down and see how many yards that he has on 2 broken plays. Saquon Barkley, 21 carries on 96 yards, but most of that was on a huge run as well. So he was bottled up for the most part in the second half. But that third quarter, as soon as the third quarter happened and we marched down the field, that was a big part of
Right.
Saquon Barkley. Darius Slayton, I mentioned it before, 3 catches for 95 yards on a
Wow.
31 average. So that should show you, his impact in the game so far. He had 2 huge plays so far in the game. Everybody else has pretty much been touched.
You said Kareem Graham's comment.
Now, what do you say? Hold on.
What do you say?
What
He
Kareem
said it.
say?
It might be RJ asking for your number, looking for you to take him to the park for lessons.
E-Root, man, get on your job, bro. You supposed to be the analyst on the Knicks, right? Get on your job. Answer RJ, please. Please answer RJ.
Yeah, I could teach all these guys something. Yeah, I mean, it's a Giants channel and all this, but I mean, the Knicks have they do things that are just like, it's something that these professional basketball players just don't do, man.
Right. Especially on defense. I'm not even talking about offense right now. Like defense, our defense is horrid. And for Tibbs to be our basketball coach, that makes no sense at all. So something is wrong. Like he's not. I'm not even putting it all on him. It's the players. They're not listening to him or something. Because you can't sit here and tell me Tibbs don't know how to coach defense. That's his mo as a coach. That's his personality. That's his
Yeah.
everything. So if you a bad defense and you're being coached by Tibbs, something is terribly wrong with the team. I don't know what it is, but something has to be wrong.
Yeah, you want to talk about
Yeah.
consistency? The what's consistent about the Knicks is that we consistently do the same things wrong every single day on both sides of the court.
Salute to Geraldine, man. Yeah, talk about the Knicks during the Giants game, and we up here. As soon as we start talking about the Giants, they scored. I mean, as soon as we
That
start
Nick,
talking about the Knicks, the
the Nick.
Texas
Yeah,
scored
yeah.
on us, man.
Yeah,
Damn,
preoccupied with that Knicks game. I mean, it was traumatizing. That Knicks game was
It was.
traumatizing.
it was, man. And a lot of people, really didn't like the way we was talking about them on Steph Show, Dope Soul Sports Talk at 9 o'clock on Thursdays. Uh, yeah, yeah. I hate to say I told you so, but I'll save that for Thursday. Wait till we get back on the Dope Soul on Thursday. It's not a I told you so, but it's like, come on, yo, damn. Like, what are you looking at? You got to admit
Yeah.
when stuff isn't right, and stuff just isn't right now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Giants got the ball on the kickoff. They'll be on the 26-yard line, so we'll see what they do with this drive. Hopefully, and we definitely need points after they march down like that and scored on us, because if we're losing this game into the fourth quarter, it's hard to believe that we will actually come back. Even though Daniel Jones has been actually good with the comebacks this year,
Hmm.
yeah, I wouldn't bank on the offense making a play for us this game going forward. It's pretty been pretty bad, except for like a couple big plays.
yeah. I don't believe that though.
What, you don't believe that we see, because you think some type of magical thing is going to happen every game.
Every time I come in here, something magical happens.
Yep. So I can't even fault you for that. I hope so, man. We down 4. We'll see what happens. We got a little under 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Yes, Kareem. Just left a bad taste in your mouth. Messed up my Sunday, man. I was up here watching both games at the same time. One, both was frustrating because of just because of the offense on the Giants, but we was winning, so I wasn't really that frustrated. But the Knicks, I almost didn't even watch the Giants game, just focusing on the Knicks and how bad they were. Like it's
yeah.
crazy. 3rd and 7, Daniel Jones. We have the ball. What's that? The 29-yard line. Saquon in motion goes next to DJ. Let's see. Obviously, it's going to be a passing play. Daniel Jones goes back.
Mm.
Wow,
You got it?
Yep.
he's lucky.
Nice little
Got it.
play by Wendell Robinson on number 2 pick or second round pick of this year's draft.
Surprisingly, that's his job, right? He's like a slot receiver, right?
Yes, he can pretty much do it all. Like I would definitely not keep him on the outside. He's too. I wouldn't say he's too small, but yes, he's definitely inside receiver in the slot, and he can also do stuff out of the backfield. Like his original position, he's a running back by trade. Like when he
Wow.
first got in, like when he was in college, he was a running back. Played
Wow.
first couple years in college as running back, and he switched to wide receiver when he actually transferred schools. He was a running back at Nebraska and then transferred to Kentucky and became a slot receiver.
So what's his deal? Mentally, he wants to be. Is that why he transferred? Because he wanted to be a wide receiver?
Probably it's probably good for him too because he's kind of small for to be a running back, especially in the next level. Like he's too small to be a running back in this league.
Oh, look at big
Like
boy
right, if
on
you see Saquon Barkley and then look at Wendell Robinson, he looks like his little like baby brother. Like he can't. There's two completely different type of body types. Like in order to be NFL running back, don't get me wrong, you can get away with being smallish, but they will have to use you in certain ways, just like they would use. Look how small Robinson is out there. Like he's a
yeah.
good 5'7", 5'8", 195, 190 pounds maybe. So yeah, he's a slot receiver. Like
Yeah.
sometimes your
Say all
measurements
that
would
to say.
right. You sometimes your measurements in football would dictate your position, regardless of what you think you are.
I wish I would have played football growing up because I mean I'm 5'11", 6 foot with like boots on or whatever the hell you want to say. But I mean like I'm
Hmm.
like 5'11", so I should have played football.
You should
Maybe I
have,
could have been
man.
a slot receiver.
Why didn't you in high school? You didn't. You just wanted to play basketball. You didn't.
No, I wanted to smoke weed and chase girls. That's what I was doing.
See, I was just the opposite, man.
Keep it
Like
real.
yeah, I didn't do none of that stuff until I was damn near in my 30s. Like dead serious. I didn't become, actually drinking or especially smoking weed. I didn't start doing that until I was in my 30s. I was all, you know,
Was you a church? A church came from a church family?
no, it was just no, not really. It's just I guess just being an athlete. Like I
Gotcha.
didn't stop playing football
That'll
until
do
I
it.
was yeah, I didn't stop playing football until I was in my mid 20s. So,
Okay.
it wasn't on some body is my temple type stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's just some stuff I just didn't get into.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But now, now is a different story.
It's a different story.
But yeah, we're marching down. I like this Daniel Jones, another 3rd and 7 though. I don't like these 3rd and longs
Yeah. They're
that
eating
we're
a lot of
having.
clock too. I would. That looks like.
Daniel Jones, accurate
Oh,
pass.
go.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Who is this? Who's number 18? We got
Yeah.
a
Who
new
the
guy.
hell is that?
Yeah,
Freaking
yeah.
white
We
guy.
see. I told you, man. Like we we got somebody else for the practice squad. I don't even know who that is. I got to see. I think that might be the.
Hoggins.
Okay, that's the new dude from. I actually like him. I actually liked him coming out of college a few years ago. But he was like a late round pick.
Was
But
he a
he's been
tight end?
no, he's actually a wide receiver. He's 6'5".
Wow. That's big. Yeah.
I believe he went to Oregon State. I liked him coming out of the draft. He ended up being a late round pick, but he's like a big body, kind of like if when you look at Kenny
Mm,
Galladay, this dude should be like Kenny Galladay's replacement. And Kenny Galladay has actually been playing this game, but he's been, you know, invisible
I
okay.
still can't find him though. That was number 18. I can't find his name. It's
because
still
that's because we just picked him up like last week right before the bye week. He was on Buffalo's practice squad.
okay.
He got drafted by Buffalo. You got to think about like our coaching staff comes from Buffalo, at least our head coach and our GM. So he knows him very well. He's the one who drafted him,
Okay.
and he got injured. Like he had a promising career coming out of college, but he got injured. I think he either dislocated his shoulder or wrist or something, and he ended up missing like his whole rookie season. End up, being on the practice squad in Buffalo and couldn't latch on, and they just released him. Either released him or we snatched him from the practice squad last week.
All right. So that's what that is then. Isaiah Hoggins.
Yeah, yeah,
Hodgins.
yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's who it is. I had to remember. I had to see because I didn't know what his number was going to be because this is our first time seeing him. He just was on the squad, last week. I said like we just picked him up, but I just know he as I remember him, 6'5" wide receiver, good on phase because how tall he is. He's athletic. He can run a little bit. He's not blazing fast, but he should give us a big weapon in the red zone.
Yeah. He's not white, by the way. Yeah. He's mixed. He's got to
No,
be mixed with something.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's light skinned. He's not
Yeah.
white, but yeah, he's pretty good. Like hopefully we'll see what happens. You never know. He's actually playing right now on top of the screen.
Hmm.
There you go.
Saquon Barkley touchdown. Let's go.
Oh,
He's
Well,
a
with the extra point touchdown Giants. Hold on, let me get my little sound effects here. Damn, I'm messing up, man. Eru, I blame it on you, man. Being on your show and looking at the Knicks for that long, and the way we felt, I got everything messed up, man. Let me get my little claps here for the touchdown, New York Giants. Saquon Barkley from what 3 yards out on the right hand side. Good touchdown run. So hopefully with this extra point, the score will be 21-10.
he's a specimen, bro.
Yes, he is.
He's 6 foot 230, right? I'm about, like I said, 5'11", and I'm 240, 245. So I mean, you could look at the math for that, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah. His 230 ain't your 240 though. Let's just keep that. Let's just be clear, right?
yeah, be
right,
clear as
right.
day.
Yeah, he a different 230. Even by regular 230 standards, Saquon Barkley is like a freak of nature 230. Like everything on, like his nose got muscles.
The Eagles are still 8-0.
Yes,
I mean,
they
the
are. I
Eagles are
don't.
still undefeated.
Yeah,
Wow.
we don't talk about them on this channel stuff. Like
Okay. I,
I'm
I
just
just
playing.
looked at the standings to see like where the Giants are 6-2 and in third place.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Like we got because the last couple of years, like we've been called like the NFC least for the past couple of years because all our teams was pretty much bad. But this year, we would be having our best season in damn near a decade, and we have two teams still above us, and one of them we already lost to,
Hmm.
Right.
and we haven't played Philly yet, so we actually still have to play them twice.
Twice.
Oh my God, we played him twice.
Yeah, we still got to play
Yeah.
Dallas.
We haven't played them yet.
Nope, we got to play Dallas once, the Eagles twice, and the Commanders we haven't played. We haven't played no division games except for one game so far, and we
Wow.
lost that one. So,
Oh my God.
And we finished the
Things can
season off
change
against them.
really fast.
yep, it could change really, really quickly. Like it could really, like our schedule or our record could really flip flop soon. We'll see.
Yeah. And the Eagles, we finished the season off with the Eagles, so I mean, they can crush our hopes, playoffs hopes in the last game.
But we'll
Hmm.
see. You never know. You never know how well they look good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Much as I hate them, like they really really look good. And I told you I already I live in PA, so and I think Kareem said he live in PA too. So yeah, he knows all about how people talk about them around here. Like it's nauseating. Just like we would if we actually lived in New York. So
Yeah.
Right.
Philly's different though. Their fans are better than ours. I gotta say. Like our fans are fickle. Our fans are knowledgeable, but they're very fickle, and then they're not very loyal. They're quick to smash guys. But Philly guys, they don't care how bad you are. Philly. It's just Philadelphia Eagles, and the hell with you. What you got to say about it, kind of thing.
right,
Right.
yeah, it kind of makes sense. But with New York teams, it's kind of weird because we always have two of everything.
Yeah.
Just like LA, like people that grow up in the LA area, they have so many teams that either like anybody can root for, either like the Chargers, the Raiders at one point, the
Mhm.
Rams. Like they have like three or four football teams, the 49ers, all in California. So in New York, we always had the Jets and the Giants. So even though we have the most people city wise, like it's always split down the middle when it comes to the fandom. Now we got like the
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nets came like they was in Jersey, so they went to Brooklyn. Then they split up some of the Knicks fans. So
Right.
it's always been like that. Even baseball with the Yankees and the Mets, our fandom is always split.
Yeah.
Like imagine if the Giants was the only team in the New York area, and we had all the Jets fans, or vice versa. Like this fan base would
Right.
be ridiculous. It would be huge.
Right.
Yeah.
It would probably be the biggest in the league. Kareem said Knicks fans are sore losers. I mean, Eagles fans are sore losers. I call them a lot of things, Kareem. I just don't want to do it right now. I could call them a lot of things. Let's just say that.
I don't want nothing to do with a Philly fan. You know, I don't want nothing to do with them. They didn't really mesh well with me, man.
Look at Pierce. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like Pierce, if we can't stop the run, we're gonna have a long day. Like he's good. Probably the number one rookie running back coming in, not coming into the season. Like he wasn't draft first, but he's having the best year.
Yeah. He runs on his heels. It looks like he runs high up on his heels.
He's really good. I like him coming out of the draft too. He went to Florida. last year.
Yeah, definitely different styles of play. Barkley is more like put your head down. I'm gonna run you over kind of thing. He's like he's more high stepping kind of guy.
And I'm glad that's one of the reasons Saquon is doing so good this year because he wasn't running like that before. He was
Right.
kind of dancing and prancing around in the backfield trying to be Barry
Right.
Sanders. You too big to be Barry Sanders, bro. I know you good and you can make people miss, but you ain't that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not cat quick like that. You're not Barry Sanders. You got to be Saquon Barkley. Put your head down, run somebody over, and then do moves when you can get to the second level. But ain't no moves like back there in the backfield that you can do. You too big, bro. Like you're not making that many people miss. Not back there.
Well, he probably learned his lesson too because he got hurt a lot. He
Hmm.
was getting hurt playing that
Yeah,
style. So
because in that first year, he did look really, really quick.
Yep.
But since then,
Yep. When he started coming back from the injuries, he still tried to do the same amount of dancing. It didn't work.
right, right.
yeah,
But now he's healthy and he runs harder. So this
well, good
is
good flex there.
grown man Saquon Barkley we got now. Finally.
Man, who was that getting up off his knee?
Big boy.
Oh, Lawrence.
Yeah,
Wow,
Dexter
that's a
Lawrence.
big,
That's why.
that's a big man.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. He's pretty big.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at the
I've
vertical.
seen him before. He looking bigger than before.
Yep.
That's one thing you don't appreciate too, man. Like looking at these football players, we looking at them from the field, but being up on these guys or watching them train, forget about it.
Hey, yo, Steph, you
Right.
should, Steph, I see Eru for the second time ever, right? At the what was that? When we was at Legends, right? We
Hmm.
just chilling at the bar. I'm ordering wings. He looked at me like, "You really is a big motherfucker." Like randomly, I'm like, "Yes, Eru, yes, yes." I like football players are big, yo. Like,
Look at it. Look at the close up. His head is barely in that helmet.
yeah,
He got stretch marks on the helmet.
yeah. See,
Wow.
knowing my
Wow.
big ass head too, I know exactly what that feels like. I feel that I feel sexy Dexy's pain. Let's just say that we're about the same size. So
Got a
yeah,
diving helmet on his head.
yeah. So I like Dexter Lawrence, man. He's young. He's actually having the
I like
best.
him too.
He's best year of his career so far. Like he's going to the Pro Bowl. Like he's actually might be an All Pro this season. That's how well he's playing. Like he already has like 4 sacks, and that equals his career high already.
Wow.
And from his position, he's not even supposed to get sacks. We have a 4-3. Our sacks are supposed to come from the outside in. That's why we drafted Kayvon Thibodeau, and then last year we drafted Ojulari in the second round. Like
Hmm.
when you're 4-3, your outside linebackers are the ones that's supposed to be rushing. It's usually in a 4-3 when you have 4 defensive linemen and have 2, defensive tackles. That's when you actually get pressure up the middle. Like it's different. Our defense is different than it was in the past. We switched like a few years ago. We used to be a straight 4-3. Now we switched to a 3-4.
Right.
That quarterback had all the time in the world to get there. He was like right in the pocket chilling. You see him?
Mm-hmm. Well, we need Ojulari back. I don't think Aziz Ojulari played today. He was supposed. I think he was questionable, but I think the only questionable player that played that wasn't supposed to, I think, was Kenny Galladay. He's been playing today, but just hasn't done much. We got Osei Zimenez back. He didn't play the last couple of days. Look at sexy Dexy. That's another sack. Yes.
Look, oh, look.
Yeah, salute to Dexter Lawrence, man. He playing his heart out right now. Another sack for him.
You play football, at a high enough level, to talk about it. I
Hmm.
remember going to like watching my cousin's boyfriend train for the college that he played for. I forgot
Hmm.
what it was. He was doing like uh like jump lunges with 225 pounds on his
Hmm.
back. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Throw it over his head and then he just threw it down.
What
Hey,
position did
what's
he
going
play?
on, cousin?
What position did he play?
He was one of the linemen. He was big as hell, man.
Yeah.
But just I never seen anybody that big and fat and so strong. Look at him.
Oh,
Oh my
look
God.
at this. Who
Look
is
at this,
this?
man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's the running back?
Nah, that's somebody else. That's their tight end,
Wow.
Atkins, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you all game it's either been big plays or nothing on both offenses.
That was a 44-yard play there.
Yep, we just keep breaking down. We just haven't been. They haven't been scoring, but they've been
Right.
getting big plays like that, like all game. But they just don't score touchdowns. Like we got to hold them to another field goal. That's why they only got 10 points now. It's not because of yards.
Right.
Right.
Bend but don't break defense.
Right. Yeah. So I was talking about something having to do with working out and stuff. Have you ever like, witnessed anything crazy like that? Like with those NFL players and those football players in college, whatever.
I mean, honestly, yeah. When I was younger, I used to can do all that stuff, and I saw a whole bunch of freaks of nature. I was kind of freaky when it come to my size and speed and stuff
Yeah.
and strength, but there was even people more freakier than I was, of course. Like they were, like there's some real athletic. They're the most athletic people in the world to me because of the size and the speed. It's never just speed; it's size and speed combined. Like if
Yeah.
you get like a defensive end, like a lot of people talk about like wide receivers because they're so fast, cornerbacks and stuff like that. But there are defensive ends that can dunk a basketball that's like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Like that's not normal. I was dunking when I was in high school. I was 6'4" and around 265.
That's crazy.
So yeah, football players are really really athletic. It just don't doesn't show a lot because we're going against each other, especially down in the trenches. But yeah, the
Right.
offensive linemen and the defensive linemen are probably the most athletic on the field. You just don't notice because they don't do all the fancy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
It,
Watching games live. I know college games. You got an opportunity to get much closer than a regular game.
mhm.
So I used to go to those games all the time, and it was like watching bears fighting. Wild bears. Like these guys are
Damn, he real.
strong. And then you can feel the floor shake with these guys moving at every play.
Yeah.
And they're on grass for Christ's sake.
Yep. Yeah, I guess, and plus, especially when you're younger, it depends on where you grow up and stuff. Like I remember, like even being in the conference that I was in when in high school, like it was so little number of players that could match me athletically. I knew who they were in different schools
Mm,
because like there's only a few players, and that's when I know that yeah, I'm gonna have a tough game because I gotta go against him.
right.
Most of the people you wouldn't even know, but you know who the athletic freaks are around your area. It's different when you go to college. Everybody's a freak.
Yeah.
NFL even worse, if that makes sense. So yeah, it just depends on where you are when you're younger. But once you get into the big leagues, like I was when I went to Florida State, it is a completely different animal. Like they grow freaks on trees. When you
Mm.
get into like D1 athletics, it's not the same at all.
Right.
Right.
You'll think you're all that until you actually get around a bunch of people that are all that. If that
Right.
makes sense. Hopefully the
Yeah.
Giants can
Just like in high school. Like, oh, I'm at the top of my class in high school. Then you get to college. Everybody was at the top
right.
of their class.
Everybody's at the top. That's why we're all here, bro. We're all here playing D1 because all of us was the best in our area. And then the NFL is even cut a lot more. So the best of the best are in this league.
Yeah.
Same thing with basketball, baseball, and every professional sport is always like that.
It's crazy.
Defense is still holding up. They do have the ball at the 10-yard line, second and goal.
Yeah. This second half, they've really been pushing that ball up the field. The Texans. So
Oh,
Hmm.
fumble. We got a fumble.
Oh, we got it?
I
Giants.
believe
Yeah. I
that's a
think Giants
fumble.
got it.
It's a
Yeah.
flag,
Flags
though.
on.
There we
Damn it.
go.
That's the rookie running back, Pierce. Let's see if it stands, though. He mad, too. Yep, that's us. Penalty decline. It was on the Texas, so that's us.
Oh wow.
Ah, man. Good job, defense. Told you, bend but don't break.
Yep. That's incredible. I think that's the best part of football too. Like when once the guys make a play and they go off to the side and start doing their poses and doing it with like they were dancing earlier. That thing that's like the best thing. I'm Yeah, I'm glad they stopped the penalty. Remember they used to like penalize guys for doing that. I'm glad they didn't do it. They stopped that.
I mean, they still do that though. You just can't be excessive. You got to know how to do it. If you'll be in the end zone and you can't take your helmet off,
Right.
you can't have but so many. I think you can't do it by yourself. Like you can celebrate with teammates around you, but they cut off like the grandstanding part of
Oh,
it. If
Mhm.
you can't just be by yourself in the end zone celebrating, or they'll throw a flag on you. That's crazy.
so that's why the whole team come over there and they do
Right.
whole routines and stuff, man.
Exactly. You think that's by design? They do that because they won't get a flag.
Right. That's awesome, man.
Right. And you can't use the goalpost anymore, or they'll flag you. Remember, you used to score a touchdown, and people used to dunk on the goalpost. That was
Yeah.
like Tony
Mhm.
Gonzalez. When he scored a
Yeah.
touchdown, he'd dunk the goalpost. You do that now, you get flagged. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of rules change, you just don't notice, and the players know.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why
what's up.
you don't never see that anymore. People don't take their helmets off anymore. They used to do that all the time because that's the only way you'll be able to see a player's face. They
Right.
got rid of that.
Right.
Giants have the ball on the 12-yard line. Saquon with a nice little run on the right
Oh.
hand side, 8 yards. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, that was nice.
Could have broke it for more if he didn't get tripped.
The Texans jerseys are trash.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I just don't like them. Navy blue with red and it kind of reminds me of the Falcons, but it's like the bootleg Falcons.
Oh, because of the blue. Like the blue is too dark. It's like it's way darker than ours.
Almost like black.
Right, right. It's
Yeah.
almost like the I hate to say it, but like the Cowboys colors. Remember, like you don't see them that often because they always wear their white jerseys.
Hmm.
I don't know if people notice that. Like the solid jerseys, solid color jerseys are the home jerseys of football. But Dallas wears
Right.
white, so that's so because of that, when they're away, they wear white also. But at home, they wear white, so that's why you always see their white jerseys. But a
Yeah.
lot of teams, if they're away, like a lot of teams, if they're at home, they'll wear their white jerseys just so Dallas could switch.
Mm.
Mm.
Like a lot of people don't notice that, like as a mental thing. Like they make them switch jerseys, even though they're supposed to be the home team. They'll wear white just so Dallas could wear the solid ones. Dallas don't like wearing the solid jerseys. It's like an omen or something. I don't know why. It's just them. You'll have to ask one of their fans, but they always wear white jerseys.
I'm surprised they didn't go for that. It was three and it was four and well, it's 4-1.
Nah, you got to think about where they was at. They was like on the
Yeah.
20-yard line. You got to punt that.
Yeah.
Like our defense ain't that good.
Yeah. Tecmo Bowl, I would have went for it though.
Yeah, yeah. If it was Madden and it was 4th and 1, yeah, I would definitely went for it. Well, fourth quarter. Starting the fourth quarter, I see Brian Dabo getting amped up. He know what it is. This is how all our games have been, all season.
I could read his energy. He's like, game time, fellas, fourth quarter, here we go, let's go.
Yep. Let's look at some of the Texans stats real quick. Davis Mills, 12 for 21, 155 yards, one touchdown. Damian Pierce, 86 yards, but look at the yards to carry. Like that's because he broke kind of like two big yards, but no touchdowns. Had that fumble the last drive. Jordan Atkins is a three catches for 72 yards, but you guys saw that 40 something yard catch that he had. That's why he's up there. But look at the rest of the wide receivers. They don't really have, just like I said before, they don't really have weapons either. That's why their numbers are like this. Their numbers look like ours.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was saying that we pretty much mirror them on offense. Like it's pretty much the same, except for Saquon is doing better, because he had a couple big yards. But look at our receiving. We brought up Hodges before. That's the new guy. 2 catches for 41 yards. Other than that, and Darius Slayton had two big broken plays. That's our offense the whole entire game.
Capitalize on broken plays.
Right. I can't wait till we get some weapons around here so I can actually, really, really talk football and what our wide receivers can do because that actually is my favorite position. But it's kind of hard to talk about them if we don't have any good ones.
Like a good wide receiver with a good quarterback, it kind of takes you off the hook a little bit because every once in a while they'll get open and get that touchdown.
Yep.
It's like a release. You get that release. The Giants don't have that release.
No, we need a go-to guy. It's kind of like we talk about how the Knicks need a superstar. I guess it really doesn't matter what position, but you like to have a wing superstar in today's league, or at least either a wing or a point guard, right?
Yeah.
So in today's NFL, it's the same thing. Like to have a superstar at the wide receiver position is key. Like every good team has a good wide receiver,
Yeah.
or some type of Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver on the team. You usually have to win I know defense wins championships, but yeah, offense is a really, really, really big help in the NFL.
That's fucking scared the hell out of
I'm
me.
about to say somebody coming.
That's
Somebody is
scary
coming.
because
Get
I'm
them.
watching the game, but I can't see you guys. You know, I got it both on the same screen today.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, so that kind of scared me a little.
You're safe, Ebro. You're safe.
Yeah, yeah. He ain't gonna do nothing to you through the screen, Rue. You good?
So Steph, you're not in the in the city right now. You went down.
I went down. Yeah, yeah. But I don't know
Snow.
if I'm gonna stay that long. My internet been acting up. I got a lot of shows to do.
Right. That got to be frustrating.
It is. I think I finally got it um together. We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, you've been perfectly like you was fine. Well, I did see your morning show yesterday. I caught it on the replay because it was
Right.
really early on a Saturday. I
Right.
caught the replay, and you said something went out, but it wasn't your internet. You said like your screen went out or something, but everything
Yeah.
else looked fine.
It was crazy. I had you guys on my laptop, but I
Hmm.
had my big screen on with just my notes.
Hmm.
And if you're not moving the mouse, the screen goes black.
Yes,
So I'm reading my notes off the big screen and it went black. And I assumed it didn't do it. Like
it
that's
went to
not
sleep.
you're still live on your on the laptop. You good.
Right.
I'm hitting all the buttons. I'm like, oh my God, I went off. I'm not, they can't see
Yeah,
me.
it went off.
And y'all looking at me going crazy.
Yep, because if you go to it, like everything is fine on our end, but on
Right.
Steph's end, it seemed like she lost everything. So all you hear is
Right.
like, "What's happening?" Like she's hitting the thing. She's like, "What's going on? Stop! How do you do this in the middle of the screen?" It's just frustrating. I know.
Yeah.
I know the
And I
feeling.
went back and I was thinking about going back to cut it out, but it's just too much going on. I can't. I
Oh
can't.
yeah, it wasn't mad. And plus, it didn't last that long. It was like what 10, 15 seconds. It was good.
Oh, okay, okay.
Show went smoothly. Great show.
Yeah, I thought it was a minute.
Oh
I
no, it
was
didn't
like,
last that long. It just seemed that way.
Yeah, 10 seconds is an eternity when something goes wrong.
Yup. Just
right.
like
It seemed longer to you.
right. Wait till I try to do this outro at the end of the show. Me and Eru always got like it's the outro, man. I got it queued up and everything just cause. Like I even tested it out before I went on live this time. I'm like, it better work this time. I'm gonna be hot. While I'm talking again, the Texans are marching right down the
Marching
field.
down the field.
Flag on the
Oh
play.
man, flag on the play. We'll see what's going on. Hopefully it's on them. The only thing we could look for now is a long field goal. Hey, salute the tsunami.
Salute.
Tsunami speaks.
How did the Jets do? No, they got a bye week, right?
Yeah, they got a bye week. So I know she's stress free. She living it up right now. She good.
So Tsunami don't want to hang out with us today.
Hey, if you want to tsunami, if you want to go live, let me know. I'll put you in the
It
a
was good
little
hearing her voice. It's the first time I've ever been across the screen from her. That was cool.
Hmm.
yeah, you was on the show for the first time last Thursday. Yeah, tsunami. Let me know if you want to join the show. I'll shoot you the link. Yeah, but the Giants second and 15. 10 minutes to go left in the fourth quarter on 13 yard. I mean, 19 yard line. I should say Davis Mills in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers set. Look at this touchdown, Davis Mills. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is. I don't see him celebrating that much. Oh, it's second down. We got a flag on them. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Holding. That should be hopefully another 10 yards.
That's what you get.
Yep,
That's
back 'em
what
on
you
back.
get. Poor
Holding
puppy.
them to a field goal here would be great because we'll still be up a whole touchdown. Yeah, holding on Kareem Green. They the first round pick, I believe, guard coming out of Texas A&M.
He had to hold it. He was going to kill the quarterback. That
You're right.
guy.
Sometimes it's just good to take the penalty, depending on what it is. Like he saved his quarterback life then.
Yeah, word up. 2 and 25,
Yep,
boy.
second and 25. They're on the 29. Davis Mills shotgun.
Oh,
Test the left hand side again. Oh, that's picked off.
Interception.
there you go.
That is another turnover by the New York Giants defense in the red zone. Two
That's twice,
straight,
right?
two straight turnovers in the red zone for the New York Giants defense.
Mhm.
That was a terrible pass.
So number 24 stole the interception from number 22.
Right.
Yeah.
That is Dane Belton, fifth round pick, strong safety out of Iowa. He's a rookie. Like our rookies are really, really showing up this year. Very, very good draft class by first year GM Joe Shane.
Mhm.
Like every time somebody does something, it's either is a rookie or somebody that they picked up off the street.
Yeah. You say that every game though. I feel like every
Every
single
game,
game is the same thing.
every game,
Yeah.
every game is either a rookie or somebody that took off the street because that's how bad this roster was. Or Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either Saquon and plus, not for nothing. Even though this roster is trash, Daniel Jones is much as I don't want to say he's my quarterback. I say, I jokingly say that to Steph every week, damn near. But yeah, like Daniel Jones, you can't say
Play well.
anything negative about him. Like as long as he play like this and don't turn the ball over, he's our quarterback going forward. Like no rookie is going to come in here and do what he does now. So yeah, I don't see us getting a new quarterback this year. I mean next year. I think we're going to give him an extension, but maybe 2-3 years. Nothing crazy, but
Mm,
I think he's our quarterback for the future for at least a little bit. Like I don't think anybody else new is coming in here next year.
right. But let me ask you this: I get you that a rookie quarterback wouldn't outplay him, but in this draft coming up, though, do they have a higher ceiling than he does?
Maybe a couple of them, but if you put Daniel Jones in this draft, I mean, maybe the only quarterbacks that you would draft ahead of him is maybe Bryce Young from Alabama and C.J. Shroud from Ohio State. Other than that, he would still probably be ceiling wise. He would still probably be the third quarterback drafted, and that's actually pretty good because we're not going to pick high enough to get those other two anyway.
Man.
Now, if we sucked and really had a low record, and Daniel Jones still played like this, but we had a losing record, then picking one of those guys to be our quarterback in the future, that would make sense if we had a high draft pick. But it wouldn't make sense to try to go up there to get him, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it would cost too much, and if we already have Daniel Jones, that would be a bad move. So I'm predicting at the end of the season they will give him and Saquon an extension, but it just won't be for that many years or you know that much money unless maybe Saquon, but he can walk or they'll franchise him. But Daniel Jones ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like they'll franchise Saquon. They're not going to franchise.
Ooh,
Look at the franchise right now. He's
He's
still
going to
oh,
he's still
franchise.
oh,
good.
Nah, he stepped
oh, he
out.
was out.
He stepped out.
But you make a funny point too, man. Because if Daniel Jones was in was in the draft available, the Giants probably would still pick Daniel Jones because they just like him. You know.
Yeah, I mean, from his size to his mobility, he got rid of the turnover issues, and he's accurate. So I think a lot of people just don't like it because of past performance. Like we know what he looked like then he looked terrible his
Right.
first couple years.
Right.
But now the only reason you wouldn't like him is because you saw what he looked like when they weren't good.
Right.
It can't be because of now. Like he's not doing
Right.
really anything wrong. We don't have wide receivers to even showcase his passing ability like that.
Right.
And
Yes.
but when he does pass the ball, he's accurate. Like he doesn't not really that many bad passes all season. Like he maybe threw like a handful of bad balls all season. Like it's less than 10. And for this to be week 10, and I could count less than 10 bad balls Daniel Jones has thrown, he's a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at the Bleacher
And you win
Report.
a Super Bowl with him.
That's a different story.
I mean, if you have the right pieces around him.
I think if you have the right pieces, I mean, as long as he's playing like this, mistake-free football, and he's like throwing the ball accurately, then yeah, you just have to have a strong defense and a good running game, good offensive line. Like if everybody was good around Daniel Jones, then yes, you could definitely win a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones. He ain't gonna mess it up for you. I couldn't say that a couple years ago though.
Right.
So unless he just reverts back to what he did, a couple years ago, then yeah,
Hmm.
I can say that you can win a Super Bowl with him as long as you have the right pieces around him.
You see his quarterback rating today? Is like 153.
Right. Like he hasn't thrown a bad ball all game. He just don't have that many yards because look at the people that he's throwing to.
Right.
Like then he's never gonna have like a good statistical game like that. Third
He
and
could
10. Look at the guts. Third and 10. First down. Daniel Jones put it on his legs right down the middle of the field.
Oh, I missed that. I turned around for away for like a second.
So that's what I'm saying. Like even when he's not throwing the
Oh,
ball,
there it is. There
yeah, it's third and 10. He still picks up the first down
yeah,
by
that was
sticking
slow
his
motion.
nose in there like head first, going down, diving for the first down.
Yeah, he was running in slow motion just now on the replay and it looked like regular speed. He was
Right.
flying.
So stuff like that, like you're not going to get another quarterback coming out of college that would do that like that. Like somebody would have threw a pick. Like the old Daniel Jones probably would have threw the ball to somebody that wasn't open and it would have got intercepted on third and long. He made the right decision.
Yeah.
Hold on, Sue, I gotta check the comments here. I'm gonna be like Eru. Eru check the comments like once an hour. Hold on. Like it'd be
That's how
too
long my sentences be. I be
right.
having
Like he
how
would
long
just
sentence.
be on it, and like he'll be like, "Oh wait, let me go check the comments." Like I'm like that
it
today. Tsunami said I joined, but hold on. Oh, she tried to save her voice. That's what's up.
I'm gonna know how she's doing. I know she wasn't feeling well the other day.
Well, she had a show the other day.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
she cool. Salute the Tsunami, man. I'm gonna put everybody links in here pretty soon. 6 minutes left. We got the ball. 2nd and 9. Well, it's gonna be 2nd and 10 now. That was Breeder.
Okay.
Guess they gave Saquon a breather.
Yeah.
He's back in now, third down. He's third and longs, man. Killing us. Another 3rd and 10.
Look at the coaches up there in the
Yeah,
booth.
that young guy, young bald white man on the right hand side is Mike Kafka. He's been killing it this year. Our offensive coordinator.
Bunch of
Was
nerds.
Yep, exactly. He's an ex quarterback. He's an ex quarterback himself. I'm old, so I remember him getting drafted and him actually playing. He wasn't that good of a quarterback, but a lot of people said that he was going to be a good coach, though.
Yeah, those that can't play could coach. Some
Yep.
people.
Quarterback coach for Pat Mahomes past couple seasons. That's why he got the job here. He's doing a
There's a
pretty
lot
good
of young
job.
guys. Look at those young guys. Look, everybody there is young.
Yep.
hmm
Even all the way at the end. All of them are pretty much young, 30s. I don't
Yeah,
see them 40-year-olds, I don't think.
look at the kid with the glasses, man. He look like he need to take a piss test or something.
Right.
You even allowed to
He
come there.
he probably doing something like research or statistics and stuff. He probably not doing anything, too crazy.
Very-
Look at that. His fumbles from 11 this season too.
Yep. Like every year, like his rookie year, he had like 11.
All right. Well, maybe we need to have a little more patience with RJ then.
No.
Hell no.
No.
I'm over RJ, man.
Yeah, RJ is not Daniel Jones. Like RJ, if anything, has been given the keys. It's up to his personal performance when it comes to that. Daniel Jones, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not giving up on RJ. I'm not like Eru. Eru done. I'm not done, but I just know he's not going to be, no
But I
superstar.
knew
That's all.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I,
shocked by it. I never thought he was going to be a superstar.
right.
Daniel Jones with a sack. See, that looks like a bad play. It was probably a good play because he did not throw an interception. Take the sack. Your defense has been playing well all game. Just punt the ball. You're up 11 with 5 minutes left. That was an excellent play.
Yeah.
Even though it looked negative. 4th and 14, but they took that sack on purpose. If he would have threw it, it would have been intercepted.
Right.
I think they got him with too many men on the field too. Let's see. I saw somebody running. Maybe he got off in time.
Why didn't he
Nope,
call a fair
flag.
catch? No, number 25. Why didn't he just call a fair catch?
Because he had enough room. Fair catch means you catch the ball and you just get the ball right there.
Right.
But if he had enough room to catch it and run. So you only catch the ball. You only do a fair catch when somebody's, you know that you're going to get hit soon as you catch the ball. Like, he shouldn't have caught a fair catch then.
But as soon as he caught it, though, he was just doing like this. He was doing like
Oh,
that. It's like a waste right there.
they're trying to make a play. They down 11, 4 minutes left. I think they did get flagged for too many men on the field though, but it's still like what 4th and 13. I think that's just a 5 yard penalty, and we got a re-kick.
Okay. Look at that sexy dude, number 6, the kicker.
The Scottish Hammer, that's his nickname.
The Scottish Hammer. Lord help me.
It's a big dude, man. Look, you could tell he played rugby. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't from here.
Right.
Yeah, 4th and 13, you're gonna re-kick. See what we
We
got
should play
going
call
here.
this. We should flip the script and go for it.
And Eru, see you. This not mad, yo. We up 11 with 4 something left. Kick the ball. What are you talking about? You try to make us lose, man. Don't do that. They on the 7 yard line too.
Great kick. Great
That was a
kick.
great kick. That's what you're supposed to do. Punt the ball, man. Your defense. They got 10 points all game. Play defense. They got to score twice in 4 minutes. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here. Like, I ain't trying no theatrics today. I'm not trying to be. I was stressed enough with the Knicks, man. I'm trying to get out of here. Like had the clock running, no timeouts, keep them in bounds. Let's get out of here and go home with a W, man.
Yeah, speaking of the Knicks, Steve Popper just put a tweet out. He said the 45 points the Knicks gave up was the most since they gave up that many on December 27, 2006 in a triple overtime. We were saying that as a
That's
joke.
crazy. Remember I said that? I was like, yo, this looked like a double overtime. Then you guys was like, yeah, triple overtime. Yes, that
Yeah,
looked like an overtime game that we was playing. They had almost 150 points.
it's crazy.
They had like what 120 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's one of those. I need to go take
I
a
mean,
walk.
I mean, we offensively we were good as well. It's just that defensively.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean, after 3, they had 122. We had 106.
that is
Yeah,
true.
But defensively,
Yeah, but we had 106 when we scored like 48 in the first.
yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Scored
That's true.
48 in the first and had 106 after 3. So that means, yeah, we suck, man.
I
But
think
yeah,
we
it
were
wasn't the
like,
offense fault. Like you said, it wasn't the offense fault, it was the defense. So,
that's like when you play 2K and your internet is lagging. That's what happened to the Knicks today.
especially on defense, every time on defense we lagged, we couldn't find them.
Yeah,
Salute to Kareem. Said, Jarrell, you're not old. Old is when you're shopping at Walgreens during the daytime with coupons. Yeah, I don't think I'm there yet.
yeah. I will never use a coupon. Fuck it.
I
Full
just buy.
price.
Yeah, I just buy it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. I
Hmm.
saw Wakanda Forever. No spoilers or nothing, man. But
I
online,
I saw it
on
yesterday also.
you saw it yesterday.
I didn't
Okay,
Yep.
see it.
You didn't
you didn't
see
see
it
it.
yet?
Okay.
No
I didn't
spoilers.
see it.
Not go spoilers.
Yeah, no
Very,
spoilers.
very good movie though.
Yeah, definitely. But the
Emotional
reason
roller
why,
coaster.
hell yeah. But the reason why I mentioned it because there was a couple in front of us, and they were arguing because she was like, "Oh, because they were arguing about the price." He said, "Did you pay the senior price?" And he was like, "No, I paid full price." He said, "Why do you like to give away money?" And they're like arguing and they're like looking back at us like we want to get in on the argument. So
Right.
listen, man, like, as an older person too, I don't want to pay senior prices neither. I want to pay full price. I ain't old yet, So I
Not
felt him on
me. I go to Denny's. I pull out my AARP card. I don't care.
I'm about
Give
to
me
say I
my
don't.
10%.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know about that, Eru. I think it depends, man. Like once I get old enough, much as the tickets cost, because I paid like my daughter didn't go, so it was just me, my wife, and my son. So I had to pay 3 tickets. So that's like
Right.
$50.
Okay.
So yeah. I think I would get the old people tickets, man.
I get it. But you
I'm
said the
waiting.
key
I think
word.
I got another year or two before I get some discounted tickets. I'm on the movie. It's like $17.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, I'm not
Oh,
like pressed for it. I'd wait to get there. Don't get me wrong. But once I get there, I'm there. Let's just say that I'm taking advantage.
But you said the key word, man. If I'm wearing Depends, like if I'm wearing Depends pull-ups, throughout the day, then I'll take the discount. 'Cause I'll be like, okay, I conceded. I'm old
Enough is
now.
enough.
So, yeah, I'm pissing and shitting to myself, man. So I'll take the discount.
Right. Enough is enough. Look at
Mm, mm.
another first down. 4 minutes left. They're marching again. Hopefully this could be bend but don't break again. Well, we'll see what we got here. It's like 3:49 left. They have the ball on the 43-yard line. They're on our side of the field though. They're past half field.
We should let them score, I think.
No.
Because I mean, we stole two scoring opportunities from them, so we should just mercy. You can get this one.
Nah, we got to at least let the clock go down. Oh, they said, I don't know what's the challenge for. He's running to see if he's going to throw the challenge flag. I'm thinking maybe because he stepped out of bounds, or they want him to not step out of bounds because the clock will keep running. But yeah, he stepped out. So that means the clock stops. But that means it's also not a first down, though.
Right.
So 3:37 left. Third and four. I mean, second and four. Let me see what yard line we are in. Giants defense has been stepping up, man. They've been getting marched on, but two turnovers the past two drives. First down. Yeah, Pierce is. Yeah, he a monster back there, yo. You're not just gonna stop him with one dude. He gonna run through everything. Get this off here.
Pierce.
All right, 1st and 10. Mills drops back. Throw to the left side, incomplete. Could have been intercepted again. So it'll be 2nd and 10. A little over 3 minutes left.
The Vikings. I always like the Vikings jersey.
Salute to the Vikings, man. They're 7-1. Like they're killing a lot of people not talk about that team, but they only got one loss. They ain't really play. This like strength of schedule is real low, but 7-1 is 7-1. Oh, what's that? What's that? Is that? No, that's not a fumble. I don't think they call that as a fumble. Or did they?
The Giants are pointing in one direction. Nobody else is moving.
Were they going to do that? I don't think. They still have. Wait, hold on. Is that a fumble?
I think they called a fumble.
Wow.
Let me see. If his arm going forward.
Not really.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's tricky. Hopefully, they call it a fumble, but if I'm them, hell no, that's a pass. His arm is going forward as he's throwing the ball, so I don't know. The whole empty hand rule, the tuck rule, come to effect. Like that's why it's under review. That's real tricky. Like they could really call it either way.
Yeah.
Like that's right on the edge of being a fumble or a forward pass. Like I guess it all depends on the head official.
I love our coach, man. Look at him. He's sitting there just chilling with the referees. It's all good,
Yep. No aggression. Like we're gonna see what's going on, fellas. Hopefully you could call it our way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. He hit his hand though, so I don't know if they're gonna put that into account. Good job by O'Shea Jimenez, by the way, filling in for Ojulari this year. Like he's been playing well. He missed the past couple games as well. I think this is his first game back in since week 4 or 5 or something.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty good. Kayvon Thibodeau's been real quiet today, though. Rookie first-round pick. Salute to Tsunami. Giants defense starting to look like the Jets defense. Yeah, Jets is playing well.
Yeah.
So
7-2.
let's see, man. 7-2 really does sound nice, though, Eru. I'm not gonna lie. It's 3 minutes left. I'm one of those type of people that do not call wins until that clock hits zero, though.
I called this win as soon as I turned the stream on, man.
See. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, that could go either way, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't want to turn the sound on. Mess around and get hit.
I don't know. It's the every angle. It looks shaky. Every angle.
Right. Look.
Right. That could go either way. Dead serious. Like, salute to Geraldine. She said he's been playing better this year. She probably talk about X, like O'Shea Zimenez. Yeah, he's been
Right.
kind of disappointing past couple his career with the Giants. Like, he was supposed to be our, edge rusher going forward, but he hasn't been playing very well. But he's definitely playing a lot better this season. I don't know if it's because of health reasons or they're just using him better in different situations, but he's actually been playing really, really well. Kayvon Thibodeau getting held on the left hand side and they not calling it, but it's all good. Got the whole 5 in his hand. You can't even see the 5, man.
Got his hand
Whole
in his pocket.
5 in his fist. That's crazy. They not calling it. Not said he been quiet. Probably because he been getting held all damn game. Whole 5 was in his fist. And they ain't called nothing because he a rookie.
Do those guys wear numbers like that? It's weird to see like a defensive player wearing one number.
You can always do it in college. They changed the rule last year.
Okay.
So now you see wide receivers and defensive backs with like single digit numbers. But before, I actually like it because I always like the fact that you can wear whatever number you want in college. So a lot of traditionalists hate it though. And a lot of quarterbacks, to be honest, in the league hate it too. Because
Yeah.
before you can always differentiate the positions by the numbers. Like linebackers, you always know the 50s are the linebackers. Now the linebackers be number 3. Or linebacker be number 23, look like a defensive back coming down instead of being one of the Mike linebackers or something like. So you have to look at all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing, but it's the second year of it, so quarterbacks should get used to it. But I know a lot of them did complain when it first happened.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about peripheral vision, if you're a quarterback and you're looking and you can see guys coming, but you only see like a small number coming, you're not thinking it's going to be like a big linebacker.
Right until you get
Come,
hit, until you
you know,
get hit
Right.
by that 5.
yeah,
Kayvon Thibodeau like 6'5", like 260. Like if you get hit, he's not a defensive back. You'll learn that 5 is coming quick.
yeah,
Or unless your offensive lineman could get a whole fistful of that number and just drag him down and not be called for a holding call. So it wasn't a fumble, just an incomplete pass. Texas got 3rd and 10 on the 30-yard line. Davis Mills, nice little screen
Whoa.
pass to Pierce. I told you they're
Oh,
right.
wow.
He's their best player, so he's going to get the ball. So
I
they
thought
just
he was dead in the water.
did pretty much how we do Saquon, line him up out wide. They don't like press him, so it's pretty much just like a screen pass or a zero
Right.
pass, depending on who you ask. Just throw it right down at the line of scrimmage, and hope missed tackles is coming, and that's exactly what happened.
yeah.
Pierce, why do you run the ball? That don't make any sense.
What was that about?
It's less than 3 minutes. They must think like our running defense is trash. That made no sense. They ran right up the middle. What they thought was going to happen? They thought we was just playing the pass so much we wasn't going to protect the run at all. 1st and 10. Well, they in the red zone. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
It's a long drive. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man. Because the clock keeps stopping.
It's like driving from New York to Florida on this game here. It's a long drive.
Right, and they still got 2 timeouts left. So that's what I was trying to tell you before. Play defense and try to keep the clock running, but they either got out of bounds or it's been an incomplete pass, and they're doing that by design so the clock can stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's now 3rd and 8. They have the ball on the 11-yard line. Davis Mills, shotgun, looks on the left-hand side, lobs it up. That's going to be pass interference. The
Wow.
Texans are going to have the ball on the 1 yard line, 1st and 10.
No, no.
Wait.
They called holding, didn't they?
Oh, so do it offset? Yep, offset. So we gotta do it again. 3rd and 8. I didn't know it was a holding call.
Mm-hmm.
So offensive holding on their tight end Atkins, or no, that was 83. I forgot who 83 is. That okay, OJ Howard, number 83, and we had a pass interference. So pretty much do over. 38 on the 11-yard line. Oh no, the what's that? The 16.
I don't recall.
Yeah, 16-yard line. 3rd and 8. Davis Mills in the shotgun.
Got
Off
him.
to the left
Oh,
hand side again. So what was that? They just don't think we can. Whoever on that left hand side, they just gonna throw it up. Another
Another flag.
flag.
Yo,
What is happening? They couldn't have called pass interference on that one.
no.
Another holding that quick. That was a quick play. Looked like another holding, but they
Yep.
declined it, so it's 4th down.
Yeah, put these guys out their misery already.
I'm not sure. They should kick a field goal, to be
Yeah.
honest.
They
Yeah,
have
that's another
to.
holding call on their guard, on their right guard.
They need 2 TDs in order to be in the game, right?
Just so
uh-uh.
we're only down 11, so they need a field goal right now, and then they need to get the ball back and score a touchdown and score a 2-point conversion.
Right.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
It's gonna be tough. We just gotta. They have 2 timeouts left, and a 2-minute warning, so they pretty much have 3 timeouts left. So that just basically means we need to have a first down.
Right.
If we do not get a first down, then the game isn't over. But if we do a first down, we get a first down in this drive, the game should be over.
7-2. 7-2.
Stop it, Hero. Stop it.
Get him out of here.
Stop it. What time is it? I got a hard out at 4:30. I gotta get to a store that closes at 5. Don't you love Sundays?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Uno game with my
At
name
least
on
the
it.
store is open.
Say that again, stuff.
At least the store is open.
I know, right?
Hmm.
That is true. You say you got a Uno game playing? You playing with your kids when the game's over?
Yeah. Yeah, I told them, I said, listen, I'm watching. I'm gonna do the game right now, and then they got to do some schoolwork stuff, read and do some stuff, and then after that we're gonna play some Uno. So I'm quite sure they already dealt the cards out and everything. We just,
That's what's up. Tell them they only got 2 minutes. They only got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. As soon as this game is over, I'm not gonna be on that long. I gotta get out of here
yeah.
with a win. Hopefully, we'll see. Let's get it. I did the screens. What is it? Oh,
You better fix the problem.
I'm about to say, damn, the stream skipping after all this time. Come on, man.
You better get it together, boy. Get it together.
Giants called a timeout. What for? What?
Probably so you can fix the stream.
Hey, yo, Dayball, my guy. Salute to Dayball, man. He called a timeout just so we could, chill, let my internet actually work. That's what's up. I like that.
Oh man, it's so good to see like your team win. You know.
Yeah. Listen, on this 5-game Knicks West Coast trip,
Mm.
we
You
can
might,
go 0-5.
y'all might as well go on vacation.
Oh my God.
Ain't no point in what y'all doing shows for. It's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That 5-game road trip is going to be very, very painful making content for.
Right.
And they
And
late
people
games
talking
too.
about and their late games.
And they late
And people
games.
talking about expanding the rotation. We need to par that rotation down. I think too many people playing.
Right. Yep. And at this point, I almost don't care who sit.
I don't think Fournier needs to play, and I don't even think Rose needs to play.
Me either. I think they both can. Even though Derrick Rose was killing the day though, he came into the game and actually
Yeah, he
did
had
some
like
damage
4 assists. Yeah.
when he first came in. Like I don't know about the whole game, but when they finally put him in, like even though Brunson was killing, but he put Rose in and yeah, he got people involved. I like what I saw, but yeah,
Yeah.
for
No, you're right. You're right. But as time went on, he started forcing shots, like
yep,
trying to be the hero. You're not the hero. We just need you to run the offense, move it.
yep, painful to watch, man.
Yeah. Trying to be a hero, he really a zero.
Geraldine asked, was this Daniel Jones' fourth year? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, football's a little different, you know. Any given Sunday, you know.
Oh yeah, it's way different than basketball or baseball. Like anybody can win on a football game.
Yeah,
Any given Sunday is definitely right. You could be the best team on the planet and lose to one of the worst teams in the league easily.
yeah,
You got to come to play because the other people, even though the other team, even though they might not be as talented or well coached, it's still grown men over there that will knock your head off in order to
Right.
win the game. It don't matter how good you are, you still got to play.
yeah.
Talent just doesn't. You can't just go with talent. Like it's different.
He's a different breed of man too. Those guys, they just tape up their foot. They could have a broken kneecap. Tape it up, baby. I'm out
Right.
there to
Different
play the whole.
mentality. Especially if if you're the reason why the team is going to win or lose. Like yeah,
Right.
you got to get out there. Remember how Saquon before a couple games ago was holding his shoulder? It looked like he dislocated it. He came
Yeah,
back into the game and ran the ball again with like the other arm.
yeah,
Like that, he did. Like, that's a perfect example for that.
yeah. Crazy sport.
Well, Giants got the ball first and 10. This is the last drive of the game. Hopefully, let's see what Daniel Jones can do. We're up 21-13. We need a first down. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left, and the Texans have two timeouts, so they pretty much have three. Saquon, the left hand side, goes nowhere, loses 2 yards. Those are the type of plays we don't need. We have to have a first
Right.
down.
Yeah, only 5 seconds went off the clock too.
Right, so they're going to call a timeout now. We'll do that again, call another timeout, and remember the 2 minute warning is an extra timeout for them. So that's why I said we have to get a first down. If we get a first down, the game is pretty much over.
Right.
Oh, look at those games.
Oh boy.
Yep,
Wow.
tough schedule ahead for
The
the
fourth
Giants.
fourth overall toughest.
Yep. So we'll see. First real test, big test is Dallas on Thanksgiving. I forgot who we play next week though. I gotta look.
Wow, we played Dallas on Thanksgiving. Phew.
Right on Thanksgiving. I'll be here halftime. I think it starts at 4, so around 5:30.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Thanksgiving, that's like right peak hours. Thanksgiving, man.
Yep, they do that on purpose though. Saquon to the right hand side, stay inbound. Saquon stream is skipping. It's pissing me off. Jesus.
Skippy skip.
Hey man, did it like it didn't skip? It froze.
Oh, I'm down here. I'm just thinking it's my internet.
Nah, this ain't your internet. Like it froze. Like hold on. Let me
What's
see if
Steph? Are you using like a Ethernet? You doing Ethernet?
see if I can get it back.
Yes. How about the highest in this area is 10 millibytes per second? Are you kidding me? 10.
Yikes. Oh, you
Oh
live
my god.
near a lake or something. Like you in the boonies then. You live in a cabin. You in the boonies. But yeah, fourth down. I got the screen back up. It was 3rd and 3, but they stopped us, so they're gonna get the ball back
Ooh.
with 2 whole minutes
Ooh.
left. So yeah, it's plenty of time left. This game isn't over. We failed to put the nail in the coffin, so we got to go out there and play defense again. And
Oh
they in the
Lord.
past couple drives, they've been marching down the field. So we'll see.
Correct.
You know what? You got to stop talking. Every time you start talking, they march straight down the field,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna shut my ass up this drive.
Shut your ass up.
Jesus. Ugh.
You know what, guys? I am starving, but I'm trying to lose weight, and I'm doing a really good job. With my eating and working out and stuff. So I mean, but right now I feel like I can eat everything in front of me. Thank God there's nothing in front of me.
Tsunami says somebody freezes.
So,
Hold up.
but that's so how you. So you're not eating, or you doing like intermittent fasting, where you cut it off at a certain time, or
Well, I'm eating on a deficit. Healthy. I'm not
okay,
completely starving myself, but like
right?
typical because I'm too heavy. So my calories to maintain my weight is like high, like 2,600 or whatever. So I'm
Hmm.
I'm eating like 1,800 calories a day.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I've been doing pretty good with that. You know,
If
filling up
you
on like vegetables and that thing, low calorie stuff.
well,
Hmm.
if you do that for a long period of time and you actually stay active, yeah, you the weight would and should fly off of you if you're only eating 18 calories a day. That's
Well, 1,800.
1,800.
1800. I mean, yeah. We might have a problem. Hold on. For some reason, my stream went out.
Oh no! Let me see
Oh
what I can.
no! I got it back, but up here looking at a guacamole being stirred. Salute to the commercials. I'm like,
Like,
what's happening?
yeah, right on cue, right? I feel I'm
I'm
hungry. They
like,
got guacamole spinning on the screen.
I'm like, what's
At least
happening?
it wasn't pizza though. Sometimes they be going crazy with the commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, another Giants game, another stressful situation. Every game is like this, man. Win or lose, like every game is close. Oh, let me. I forgot this was up here. Uncle Freezy might be talking crap next week. We do the show with how what? Yeah, she all over the place. We do the show with how the Bears have been looking today. Oh, Fields looked like a poor man's Lamar Jackson. Thank God because I have Fields in like two fantasy leagues, and thank you for telling me he's been killing today.
You talking about fantasy football or basketball?
Um, Football.
Okay.
I got Justin Fields in like two leagues.
Okay.
Like my screen is skipping. So did we get the field goal at least? Right. So yeah, they have to score. This game is pretty much over.
Yeah.
Salute to Kareem. Said we got the 3 points, but at least we didn't get a first down, but we got three out of it. So this game is pretty much over. I'm glad it's over because my stream is pissing me off. I'm gonna keep clicking back and forth so we can. Like it almost has to reset. It keeps freezing. But it's a minute and 55 left. Giants just kick a field goal. It's 24-13. Scores on the screen. We're looking good. I'd be worried if we didn't kick and we didn't hit that field goal though. But now that we hit the field goal, this game is pretty much over. Like it has to be a miracle for them.
Right,
They got to score twice.
right.
Score, onside kick, and score again.
Yeah. Don't give him the blueprint though.
Yeah, let me shut up. Hey, yo, Eru, you right, man. Let me shut up.
The Texans like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm Terrell on the Dire Giants. He just said what we got to
yeah.
do.
I keep on saying I'm gonna shut up when they get the ball, man. I ain't listen to myself. You right. I'm up here coaching.
Feels good though. It feels good to like you say something and it happens. The coach is like a good, competent coach. The players are very poised and don't make too many mistakes. It's good stuff, man.
Thanks, man. I'm glad the Giants are winning. This channel would be completely different if we was losing all the time. Like it was. Say if this was last year, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. If this was last year, when we had Joe Judge, I just would have been hate watching us every week.
Yo,
This
after that,
time
after
last year,
those,
I hated his guts. Like I was ready for him to go. This
but yo,
time
could you
last year,
imagine if the Giants were bad after watching that Knicks game? Now we got to sit and watch the Giants get smoked. I'm
right?
like, come on, man.
Exactly, and smoke
Right,
too.
right,
Like
right, right.
I'm okay with even losing games like this when close and like it could go either way. I actually don't have a problem with losing games like that because it shows that your team is actually in the game.
Right.
But the games that you get blowed out in and seem like you shouldn't even put on your cleats or whatever, nah. I hate that.
Yeah, it looks good. I haven't really been looking at this at the chat.
Yeah,
Mm.
Tsunami and Kareem still in there. Salute to Geraldine too. She been popping up.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna be 7-2. Like they already pretty much called it. Like they scored twice in the amount of time they have is not gonna happen. So it's just formalities now. We still got to play defense, but
Right.
oh my God, you see?
We can't give up big chunks like that, though.
No, I got to keep doing this because it keeps clapping.
Hating.
Keep the stream going. I don't care if I got to click this every 10 seconds. Keep sputtering. Do 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 do.
Mm.
Oh, I got this. I gave up on your stream, man. So
You
I'm
got
like
the
going.
sound? I don't mind you giving up. It's all good. I'm just keep it here because I don't feel like, because I probably could get another one going, but I just don't feel like it. Not for another minute left.
Right.
Yeah, this game is in the bag. Well, now we
Yeah.
got 7 seconds on my clock over here.
7? We that far behind? It says
Yeah,
7 seconds?
yeah, 7 seconds.
Well, damn.
Mm.
He in bounds, though. Clock's still running. Oh, he limping. Well, Giants defense definitely stepped up this game, only allowing 16 points. Who who came in? Oh, Andy just popped in. Salute to Andy, man.
I don't know if you want to use my share there. I just shared it on
Oh,
the
you
thing.
just shared it? Hold on. Let me see. What's that?
Tell you 7 seconds, man.
Well, you should. We might be in post game using Eru's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can watch the guys cheer. I think we just won. No, still 7 seconds. They didn't do
Hold on.
anything.
Hold on. I'm going to get E-Roots in here. At the stream. There you go.
Hmm. I don't understand why it works when we do Giants, but when I do the Knicks, it doesn't work at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you have problems with the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every time I try to share the link when I do the Knicks thing, it doesn't work. But here,
Yeah.
it's crystal clear.
Yeah, I usually, if we watching the Knicks game in the background, I usually got to do it. For some reason, every time E-Root try to do it, I guess maybe because you're streaming at the same time and you're
Maybe
trying to
that's
share. I'm thinking maybe that's what it is. Yeah, so that's the game.
right. You got to watch the end.
That is the game. I don't care about them last seconds. The Giants win. Giants win 24-16. Get my claps in.
Nice.
Good job. Good job. I'm gonna just talk a little bit about the stats real quick and we can get out of here. We'll do the Texans first. Davis Mills, look at him, over 300 yards, 22 for 37, 319 yards, one touchdown, one pick. Pierce, I talked about him, good promising rookie, 17 carries for 94 yards. He had a couple big plays. Jordan Atkins and Chris Moore's the two best receivers today, 72 and 70 yards respectively. I won't go over defense. Who cares? Daniel Jones, pedestrian numbers, even though he played a very good game, 13 for 17, 197, two touchdowns. We don't have any weapons, so that's why his numbers look like that. Saquon Barkley, 35 carries. That's a lot for 152
That's a
yards.
lot.
Yeah, that is that's Madden a lot. Like that's crazy. 35 carries for Saquon, 152 yards and one touchdown. That's all world status right there. Like he's going to be an all pro. Darius Slayton, two big passes. I mean, two big catches he caught. One was for like 50 or 60 yards. I forgot exactly how long it was for one touchdown, but he did pretty good. Isaiah Hodgins, Eru had pointed him out earlier. from the practice squad in Buffalo came on this past week and almost led us in receiving. So that should tell you how our wide receiver room has been stacking up. So Giants win again, 24-16. You guys got any final words?
I mean, it's almost like the Knicks, in the sense that there's a tough schedule coming up. And how they perform over these next few weeks is going to let us know whether or not our hope for the playoffs is going to become, a reality.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
agree with that. I want to point out this kid Mills. I was saying that he was trash when I first came on
Yeah, he's
because he
not
only had
trash, yo. Told you.
yeah, he only had 44 yards in the first half, but he had like what 280 in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
crazy.
ended up with 319. Told you he's
Yeah,
not bad. They just don't have weapons. Like he was he might have been arguably the best rookie quarterback last year. He was just drafted late, and they didn't expect him to be, so they didn't really talk about him. And the Texans wasn't that good in the first place, so
Right.
that's why they didn't really talk about him last year. But he had like 4 or 5 quarterbacks drafted ahead of him.
right. That's crazy. That second half, like 280. So I mean, what was he gonna get? 600 yards if he had a full game? What was he
Right.
gonna get? 600 yards?
So
Crazy.
our defense pretty much played well because of the 2 turnovers in the red zone.
Right.
He threw one pick, and Damian Pierce, their rookie, that I talked up all that time, fumbled in the red zone, and that's something he doesn't usually do. That might have been his first fumble of the year,
Yeah.
or in his career, I should say, because he's a rookie.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the Giants outlast the Houston Texans, and we're 7-2. Salute to everybody that was in the chat today. Geraldine was first. First lady of the Die Hard Nation. Die Hard Brothers, you already know what it is. Uh, who else came through? Tsunami and Kareem. Salute to y'all too. We'll see you again next week.
Yep, no
Oh,
doubt.
before go out, I put everybody's link in the chat. I got Steph's link, got Eru's link, and Tsunami. If you got it, you guys check them out. If you come in on the replay, just look in the live chat and you'll see their links. Go to their channels. They're all great at what they do.
Appreciate
Damn
you.
right.
Salute to Geraldine. Oh, great win. We'll end off with that. Great win. Go Giants. Peace.